Welcome to Manifested Publishers.
Welcome learners, my name is Stephen Kariungi. Today we continue with our topic of discussion, and the topic is transport in animals. And for today I want us to discuss the structure and function of blood vessels. We have three types of blood vessels, and these are the arteries, veins, and capillaries. So we are going to look at the structure of each and the reason why those blood vessels have those characteristics. The fact that, for example, the arteries have thick walls has a significance in itself in terms of the function. So basically, we shall discuss each one of the blood vessels and see how they are modified to perform their functions. So there are three types of blood vessels. And these are arteries, capillaries, and veins. So we'll start with the first one, and these ones are arteries. And first of all, we can say that arteries are blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart. They carry blood away from the heart. And this blood that is coming from the heart is usually at a high pressure. Is usually at high pressure because of the pumping action of the heart. So basically, we are saying that arteries carry blood away from the heart, and this blood is at a higher pressure due to pumping action of the heart. So generally, we say that arteries carry oxygenated blood, but there is an exception. There is an exception of the pulmonary artery that carries deoxygenated blood. So we can say generally, arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. That carries deoxygenated blood. Now, we look at their adaptations. And before we look at the adaptations of the arteries, let's look at the structure of an artery. Is a structure of an artery. And the artery has three main layers. The innermost layer, and that layer is known as the endothelium. Then we have another layer, that's the middle layer, and that is smooth muscles. and elastic fibers. So that part is elastic. We have the outermost layer, and this one is known as the collagen fibers. And then the innermost layer, through the innermost space where the blood flows, is known as the lumen. So that is the diagram of an artery, or that's how the structure of an artery looks like. So the artery has a smaller or a narrower lumen and a thicker wall made of the endothelium, the smooth muscles and elastic fibers in the middle, and then the collagen fibers on the outside. So what are the adaptations of the artery? The adaptations of the artery. One is that the artery has a narrow lumen to allow the passage of blood at high pressure, to make sure that the blood that is flowing is maintained at high pressure. The smaller the surface area, the higher the pressure. So in this case, that's why the lumen has, the lumen is narrow so that a high pressure is maintained. Then another adaptation of the arteries is in terms of the thick and elastic muscles. These they are able to withstand the high pressure. The thick and elastic muscles withstand the high pressure of the blood. Remember, this blood is coming from the heart, so it's at high pressure, and that high pressure, we need to withstand it by having thick walls and elastic muscles. It's also worth mentioning something besides the adaptations, that the endothelium is one cell in thickness. So that means it's a narrow layer. The smooth muscles and elastic, we have said that they can withstand they enable blood to flow in pulses. So what is known as pulsation movement. So the blood moves in pulses because these muscles are contracting and relaxing because they are elastic. And finally, the collagen fibers are inelastic. They are inelastic and are able to withstand the high pressure without collapsing. Or without bursting. Let's just change that. So that is as far as the artery is concerned. We say that the arteries carry blood away from the heart. This blood is usually oxygenated, except the pulmonary artery. that carries deoxygenated blood. We've also learned the structure of an artery, having a narrow lumen, an endothelium, smooth muscles and elastic fibers in the middle, and the collagen fibers outside. Then the two adaptations of the artery to its function. It has a narrow lumen to allow the passage of blood at a high pressure, thick and elastic muscles to withstand the high pressure of the blood. And then finally, we have seen that the endothelium is 1 cell in thickness. Smooth and elastic muscles enable blood to flow in pulses. And then the collagen fibers are inelastic and able to withstand the high pressure of blood without bursting. So we'll have an assignment. So the first question, what is the role of arteries in the body? Number 2, state 2 adaptations of an artery to its function. So we are going to stop there. Until next time, goodbye.